Hey, it's Jen of Vegan Adventures with Jean and Jen, and this video today is not going to be like the other videos. I'm not going to talk about food in the gym and exercising and what people are wearing or their hair or my hair or whatever. This video appropriately is in the girl room, and the reason I say that is because if you were friends with my friend Chickee, then you likely know that she's not here. I didn't think I'd do that. But anyway, there are, I have little reminders all over my girl room. Things from her, like thank you notes. Like I sent her a card that just said like, hey, I hope you're feeling well, whatever. And she sent me a thank you note in the mail. Like this is the kind of person she was. She was hilariously funny. I actually talked to her on Friday, and I'm so glad that I did. And I kept thinking that on Monday, I kept thinking, I want to send her another text. I want to talk to her. And then I'm like, I'm going to let her be with her family. And I know she was really not feeling well. So I'm like, I'm going to let her be with her family. And it was really on my mind. But I thought, well, God forbid if something did happen, I didn't want her phone to go off with, a text from me. And I guess it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know. I wanted to give her time, I always we talked a lot, and she's somebody who really encouraged me to run, and it turned out to be something that I love. And that was one thing. I would run, and I used to think, well, if my friend Chickee can run with all the things she's got going on, I certainly can. And she was just a huge inspiration to so many people. If you had the pleasure to know her or to speak to her outside of YouTube or any of the social media, you would really get to know who she was. And really a lot of what you saw on social media, that is who she was. She was just the most kind, most thoughtful person I've ever had the pleasure to know. She was one of the first people who actually talked to me on YouTube, who came and followed my channel and talked to me and was like, let me email you. And we got to be really good friends. We had a lot in common, and we actually were planning on meeting up, and it didn't work out. We had to go to Ohio for something, my husband and I, but the place in Ohio we were going was 4 hours difference, and we had to come back. So I never got to meet her in person, but we did talk an awful lot. And if you had the pleasure of knowing her, then you understand. When Jean and I got married, she was the first person to send me a card. She just was the most kind person. We exchanged Christmas cards and birthdays, and it was a friendship of I don't want to say sisters. I guess that sounds weird, but some people you just come together with them and you just know them and they know you, and I know if we had ever gotten to meet in person, we would not have shut up the entire time. We would have been our husbands wouldn't have been able to say a word. She was just a really awesome person, and I think a lot of people will miss her. So I don't like videos where I cry because, I hate that. It's just, to me, it's so weak and horrible, but whatever. Fly high, Chickee.